Hey guys, this is Noah back again with another video. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a series of rotation videos, and this one is going to be for the holy month of Ramadan. Ramadan is happening right now, and it's a blessed month. It's a holy month for all Muslims around the world for fasting from dawn all the way until sunset for 29 or 30 days. Usually, at least in my experience, it's been a full 30 days. So that month is spent in fasting and prayer and devotion, trying to better yourself in all aspects of life, giving extra charity, and just generally trying to become a better person, spending that time to focus on being a better person inside and out. But the days are, or not the days, the number of days are actually split up into threes. So usually they talk about the first 10 days, the middle 10 days, and the last 10 days. And so what I'll do is try to have a series of 3 videos that I would show you just what I wore the first 10 days, what I wore the middle 10 days, and then what I wore the last 10 days. And before I get started, it shouldn't take too long. I know that I'm almost completely certain that I would not be into this fragrance hobby or in the fragrance community had I not moved to the Middle East. Fragrance is such a big part of the overarching culture, as far as they're burning incense in their house, and even in the malls you just see perfume counters and perfume shops everywhere. It's extremely popular. Even with my colleagues, some of them got me into it, but I noticed how big it was here, and that sort of just got me intrigued and wanting to smell different fragrances. Not only that, culturally, even within the religion of Islam, fragrance plays a particular, not an essential role, but it plays a small part within it. Even on Fridays, going to Friday prayers, it's encouraged to wear, men especially are encouraged to wear perfume on that day. So it's even intricate within the religion, So let me go ahead and give you my 10 fragrances. If there's anything else you want to know, there's loads of information about the holy month of Ramadan all over YouTube. But I'm here just to give you my fragrances for the first 10 days this video. The next one will be the middle 10 days. So let's go ahead and get it going. The first 10 days, I wanted to start out with some what I consider to be heavy hitters. And this one is from Stéphane Humbert Lucas. So the first day I wore Oumma. Oumma, I've done a review on. I've talked about a number of times. I've mentioned it in my incense-based video. And Oumma, to me, again, is the most realistic representation of the Mahmoud liqueur. Oumma was released in 2013. The notes in it are rose, Tolu balsam, Peru balsam, oud, and Cypriol oil. Those are some of the notes on it. It's sort of hard to get the reflection on it, with this type of placket on the front, but this is one I wanted to start out with. Oumma, again, in Arabic means community, so I wanted to start out the month with Oumma. The next fragrance I wanted to mention is from Russian Adam. This is from his most recent line. I believe there were 7 fragrances in it, and this one is Mysore Incenza. This is one I also did a review on. I put a decent dent in it so far. This one was, for me, a pleasantly surprising good fragrance. I really do like it. Even my wife complimented me on it, and I hardly ever get compliments. This one was released in 2002. This one has incense, rose, ambergris, jasmine, and Mysore sandalwood. I think he said it was distilled in the year 2000. And this was just I do not like sandalwood based fragrances, like sandalwood forward fragrances. They just don't do it for me. But this one I really liked a lot. It's something that kind of not grew on me in time. It grew on me as I was testing it. In the opening, it's like very bright and just straight up in your face. But then when it settles down, it turns into an extremely pleasant smell. That's why I had to pick up on it. It's the only one I have from the newest collection, and that one is Mysore Incenza. The next fragrance is again from the house of Stéphane Humbert Lucas, and this one is Hira. So again, just like Oumma, it's a little bit hard to sort of show you what it looks like, but this one again is Hira. And this particular one, just like Oumma means community, this one has the same theme as far as an Islamic theme. Hira is the name of the cave in Saudi Arabia where the Prophet Muhammad, even before he received revelation, he would go to this cave for like sanctuary or refuge. So this is just a really deep and heavy amber-based fragrance. It was released in 2014. The olfactory experience that you're supposed to get from it is fossilized amber, and this one has amber, which I'm guessing that accord is created from Labdanum. There's styrax, cinnamon, tonka bean, vanilla, and musk. And I got these notes straight off of his website. So this one I had to get. I'm missing, so Oumma, Hira, and the Oud one are the three of like the most expensive ones from his particular house, but he considered this one to be like the crown jewel of his collection. So I'm glad that it's still available, and I'm glad I was able to get a decent deal on it and pick it up. If I can come across the Oud one day, I'll try to pick it up. Moving on to the fourth fragrance, I forgot to mention that I did want to obviously make this themed. It already is themed, but I wanted to have the fragrances be either Middle Eastern inspired or Middle Eastern fragrances. I don't have very many Middle Eastern brand fragrances for a number of reasons, but I do have some Amouage, and so the next one I want to mention is Gold Woman from Amouage. This is a fragrance house out of Oman, if you're not familiar. So I was lucky enough to get the gold extrait. The extraits are extremely hard to come by. They're usually only available on the website at more than $400. So, you can either get it, I guess, from the UK site. I don't know where they come from because I've never ordered from the website. I got this one locally, but this is the extrait version. It's a 50 ml. And what I like about Amouage extraits is that they are the same fragrances, just more potent. They, just a higher oil concentration. They don't mess around with the notes, and I love that. So this one is their Gold Woman and Gold Man are the first fragrances released by Amouage. They were released this one was released in 1983. Some of the notes on it are lily of the valley, rose, incense, jasmine, myrrh, orris root, civet, and ambergris. And so this is a powdery, it has a feel of an aldehydic type of feel, and it's slightly powdery. That's pretty much it. Moving on. Day number 5, I went to the house of Frederic Malle and I picked up Dawn. I wore Dawn for that day. I recently just recorded a review of it. Dawn is an elite, top of the hill incense-based fragrance. It was released in 2018. It has pink pepper, Turkish rose, frankincense, oud, labdanum, vetiver, and oak moss. Now, just like all the others in the Desert Gem collection, it's a beast as well. It lasts all day. If you love incense-based fragrances at all, you should definitely get your nose on this. But it is a pricey fragrance, so definitely be warned of that. But you should definitely try to smell it. Moving on. Day number 6 is from the house of MDCI, and this one is Rose de Siwa. So it's not much to see with this, just the bottle. On the bottom it has the name of the fragrance, if you're able to see that at all. So Rose de Siwa, this is just a fun, woody, floral, musky type fragrance. It was released in 2006. It has peony, lychee, rose, musk, vetiver, and Virginia cedar. And this one, as I said when I mentioned it in another video, the only reason I pretty much own it, I did want to own it, but I don't think it's necessarily worth the retail price. I was able to get this one 50% off, and so I picked up on it. It's a fun fragrance that you can wear, especially in the spring and the summertime. Moving on. Day number 7, I whipped out some of my Attars, and this one is Al Jazeera. This is Al Jazeera's White Musk. And I don't know how you can see it, but this one, I really wanted to get it. All the white musk smell very, very similar, but this one is like very thick. And so white musk, if you're not familiar, is just a very powdery, clean laundry type of smell. It's very common here. Every company for the most part has some type of white musk, It's very easy to come across, so I just wanted to you know, whip that out and get a wear out of it. Moving on. Next up, we're back to the house of Stéphane Humbert Lucas, and this is Rose de Petra. All right, so this was one of my most, I mean, not most recent, this is one of the rose-based fragrances I've had for a while. I've had this one. I haven't come across, looks like they've sold out of them here, so I wasn't able to get a backup bottle even if I wanted to. But this one I really like. It's sort of like a dirty, like dusty rose fragrance. This one was released in 2013. Notes on under lychee, pomegranate, rose, cardamom, pepper, and cumin. So it does have that cumin, that spice vibe along with the rose, and that's what I really like about this one. So moving on. Next up is from the house of Abdul Samad Al Qureshi, and this one is called Royal Jasmine. So this is just a jasmine oil. I'm not sure if I'm able to put this one in like a little decant and spray it, but I really wanted to get some of these just pure oils that they have at Abdul Samad Al Qureshi, because it just gives you a sense of whether you would like a particular note or not. You know, there's some fragrances that are dominant in it, but they're mixed with other things. But this is just pure jasmine oil, and they come in different grades. This is the highest grade, but it's still not that expensive, especially if they're running a 50% off deal. Moving on. And the last fragrance, fragrance number 10 for the first 10 days of Ramadan, is from the house of Atelier des Ors, and this one is called Rose Umayyad. Rose Umayyad. So this is a sweet rose-based fragrance, and Rose Umayyad, this fragrance is named after an Islamic caliphate, the Umayyad dynasty. And I only have this 10 ml decant left of it because I sold the bottle. I did like it, it was okay, but I'm just more into, I guess, less sweet fragrances now, so I got rid of it, but I did want to keep some of it. It reminded me of the gold version of this one reminds me again of the Rose d'Herbe from the Armani Privé line, but not that one, the gold one that had gold flakes in it. It was a limited edition. I did own that one, I got rid of it as well, but it reminded me so much of that. So there you have it, guys. Those are the fragrances that I wore for the first 10 days of Ramadan. Do you have any fragrance routine that you have for any any special occasion, or if you're even celebrating Ramadan? Let me know if you pick out particular fragrances that you wear on particular days. So that's it. I'll be coming to you at the end of the 20th day, sometime around that time, to give you the second installment of this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.